Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this is the spot where we keep it real about the greatest cars to ever touch American asphalt. Today we are rolling way back to the 1970s. A decade when gas was cheap, chrome was king, and cars were absolutely massive. We are talking about the longest land yachts ever built in the USA. These things were not just cars, fam. They were straight-up rolling mansions. So sit back, get comfortable, and let us ride. Alright, let us kick things off with the big boss itself. The Chrysler Imperial. And no cap, this thing holds the record for being the longest non-limousine American production car built after World War II. Yeah, you heard that right. Longest ever. It rocked Chrysler's fuselage styling, which basically means it was shaped like a jet plane. Wide, smooth, and built to turn every single head on the block. Pop inside and you got plush seating, thick carpet, chrome on chrome on chrome, and that famous Corinthian leather everybody was going crazy over back in the day. Under the hood was a 440 cubic inch V8, pumping out over 200 horsepower. It was not about being fast, y'all. It was about being felt. Sadly, 1973 was the last year for the Imperial as its own brand, a legend gone too soon. Next up, no cap, this one hits different. The Buick Electra 225. The nickname literally came from how long the thing was. Over 225 inches of pure American steel. That is wild. As Buick's top dog sedan, the Electra was smooth, refined, and straight-up classy. Big chrome grille up front, sweeping body lines on the sides, and an interior so comfortable you would forget you were even driving. The Electra was also one of the first GM vehicles to mess around with airbag technology. Yeah, they were ahead of their time. Then, we got the Oldsmobile 98. Clocking in at over 234 inches long, this beast wore its size like a badge of honor. Especially in Regency trim, it was understated but absolutely dripping with sophistication. Many models packed the 455 Rocket V8, which delivered serious torque without breaking a sweat. Inside you had leather seats, cruise control, automatic climate control, and carpet so thick your feet basically sank into it. This was the whip parked outside the country club. Now we pull up to royalty. The Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special. If the 1970s had a throne on wheels, this was it. Stretching over 233 inches, the Fleetwood was Cadillac going all out. 500 cubic inch V8 engine. That is not a typo. 500 cubes. But this thing was not about speed, it was about serenity. Shut that heavy door and the whole world just went quiet. Dual zone climate control, premium audio, and seating that felt like a first-class airline cabin. Some versions could carry extra passengers in near limo comfort. The Fleetwood was not driven, it was experienced. Moving along, we pull up to the Lincoln Continental. Clean lines, commanding stance, and that buttery smooth body on frame ride that land yacht lovers are still talking about today. Spacious, plush, and built for the long haul. And then right next to it, you got the Lincoln Continental Mark V. Long hood, opera windows, sharp lines, designer editions from names like Bill Blass and Cartier turned this coupe into straight-up fashion. Celebrities and executives were all over this one, and honestly, can you blame them? And that right there, folks, is the legendary era of the American land yacht. These machines were not worried about fuel economy or parking spots. They were built to dominate the road and make you feel like $1 million doing it. The oil crisis eventually shut the party down, but the legacy of these giants lives on forever. Drop a comment below and let us know which one of these rides is your absolute favorite. If you slept on this video, do not sleep on the subscribe button. Hit that thing right now because we drop bangers just like this all the time.